Sorry. I said I will start and it slipped my mind. So let's take side to side. Very good. And then come back to the center. Now, let's bring our hands to the shoulders. Let's start to take shoulder rotations. So bring your elbows closer and then open them one. Again, nice big circles. Very good. Nice. Now, the next time the shoulders open, let's take it in the opposite way. Very good. Relax. Now, we did that with the elbows bent. See if you can rotate the shoulder with arms open as much as it feels good. Just bigger circles. Now, remember, this also works on the upper body, chest, and the lower upper back muscles. Very good. And opposite direction. Very good. Slowly release. Relax the shoulders. Now let's bring our hands, elbows up and down. Just bending the elbows, stretching it out. Very good. Let's do that 4 more times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, shake it off. Release. Very good. You start to feel the difference. When you start to move, you feel difference in the circulation, energy, and you feel that into the muscles. Now reach the palms to the front, give a nice stretch, and let's take circles with the wrist joints, just circular movements, and opposite direction. Very good. And come back to the center, give a nice stretch, palms facing front. Make a tight fist, open. Once again, tight fist, open. Very good. And let's open one more time. Very good. Now, make a tight fist, fold that fist, and take circles with the knuckles. Yeah, you feel that into the arms, forearms, both sides. Bigger circles, both sides. And release. Woo. Relax the arms, leave them alone. You feel that into the arms and shoulders, isn't it? Now, from here, let's take a forward and back bend. So remember, we are bending through the lower back, okay? Lumbar spine. So just bending forwards and then bending backwards. Now again, if you don't want to bend too much forward, that's fine too. You can just stay here and then bend back. You can avoid the deep forward fold if that doesn't feel good. Idea is just to stretch the back here. Very good. So I'm bending through the lower back here. Hinging through the back. Very good. Now one more time and then come back to the center. Very good. Now keep your feet wide where they are, a little wider. Let's take a twisting. So keeping your hands at the shoulder or the chest level and just twist. You're twisting, looking over the shoulders. Very good. And come back to the center. Very good. Now, we are going to turn on one side and stretch our arms up. I'm going to turn to one side, stretch the arms up as if I'm trying to reach a top shelf. Very good. Stretch. Stretch all the way. Very good. Turn to one side and stretch. Once again, stretch. Very good. Stretch. Nice. Let's do that a couple more times. Reach. And one more time. Reach. And reach. Very good. Nice. Now, let's bring our feet a little wider, as wide as the mat. Bring your hands to the hips. Now, I'm going to take one arm, stretch it all the way, take a side bend. Again, stretch the other side, side stretches. Again, doesn't matter how far you go. Very good. One more time. And slowly release. Come back to the center. Now, bring your hands to the hips And let's take circles. We're just drawing circles. Very good. Just moving through the hips. Nice. And both sides. Just both the directions. Clockwise, counterclockwise. And you might feel one side feel a little more tighter than the other. So just keep moving. Very good. Now come back to the center. Release. Now let's grab our chair. You can go near the table or the dresser if you would like. You're going to hold on to the chair and do the knee stretches on the right leg. Okay, so it's not about balance. Just holding on to the chair. Now lift that right leg up and just bend the right knee and just front and back. So just kind of kicking it out. Very good. Kicking it out. Knee stretches. Very good. Now stop that movement. Keep the knee bent and take side to side. Just moving the leg side to side with the knee bent. Very good. Gets a little tricky with the movements. Come back to the center. Now let's take circles 3 times clockwise. I'm drawing circle with my toes. And opposite direction. Just circles. And stop. That's a lot. Feel that into the legs, isn't it? That is a lot, yeah. So you can take a break and do it. You don't have to do fast. And if some of the movements don't feel good, you can avoid that completely. Now, let's take that on the other side again. Knee stretches. Front and back. Nice. And side to side. And circles. Both sides. Very good. And stop. Release. Exhale out. Very good. Now, let's do the same thing on ankles. Remember, this knee and ankle, you can do it sitting on the chair too if you would like. Ankle stretches up and down. Sometimes in the Wednesdays class, we do this sitting in the chair, right? So up and down. I just feel you move more freely when you're standing. And then draw circles with the toes. Very good. Both sides. Very good. Release. You feel that all the way in the leg muscles too, because you're stretching the calf muscles. Even to move the ankle, you're stretching all the other muscles around it. Now, again, up and down, left side. Okay, other side. Up and down. And then draw circles. Both sides. Very good. Come back to the center, release. Keeping the chair away. Come back to the center. Now, from here, let's start with our feet wide as the hips. Coming into our mountain pose alignment. Before we get into mountain pose, let's do a little more stretching. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Once again, inhale. Exhale. Very good. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Very good. Now, interlace the fingers. Stretch the palms out. Inhale. Exhale. Very good. Inhale. One more time. Very good. Now, from here, let's reach the palms up, giving a full body stretch. Reach, come back to the center. Once again, reach, inhale. Once again, reach up all the way towards the back wall. Nice, one more. Very good, release. And feel that into the arms. A little, one more stretch, side body, reach up. Fingertips, interlace the fingers, pointer points up. Okay, now from here, pointer points up, take a side bend. Come back up, any one side. Same side bend, and we repeat it 2 more times. Side and side. Very good. Come back to the center, take a pause, keep breathing. Now, next time you exhale, take side bend on the other side. Very good. And come back, release. Very good. Shake it off, release. Now, let's once again take a quick peek at your feet. Feet are wide as the hips. Lift the toes, press the toes, lift the heels, press the heels. Couple times. And then once you do that, you're feeling the toes and the heels, outer and inner edges. Just kind of pressing through all those corners. Place through all those 4 points, 4 edges, and stand taller. So again, I'm lifting my spine here, as if my crown is trying to move up. So when I'm standing in mountain, if my back starts to collapse, I'm going to start to see if I can stretch my back a little. So that's why I feel like you have to stretch, okay? Now reach the arm, relax the arms, shoulders relax. This is called as mountain pose, engaging the abdomen, engaging the back muscles, keeping them nice and strong and engaged. We are going to take 5 deep breaths here. If you're used to the abdominal breathing we have done before, exhale, the belly goes inside. Inhale, it expands naturally, okay? So pull the belly button in when you exhale. If you're used to do that, if that is too intense, you can just breathe normally, okay? 5 breaths. Very good. Open your eyes. Nice. Now, from this mountain pose, let's start our standing yoga poses. We're going to do our side bending. We already did the little warm up for the side bends. Let's hold that side bend. That is strengthening the lateral muscles and also the back. It also helps to bring the back into flexible position, so flexibility. Arms alongside. So slowly start to raise the right arm up. Turn the palm. Reach the right arm up. Now, right arm is next to the ear. Keep a nice stretch. Take a breath in. Exhale, side bend to the other side. Now, when I'm side bending to the left, my left arm is relaxed. No tension. Shoulder is relaxed. Feel that stretch into the right side. Keep breathing. Again, doesn't matter how far you go. Keep breathing. Very good. 2 more breaths. And slowly come up. We inhale and come up. Always bend while exhaling. Slowly turn the palm and release. Slow release. So you feel the heaviness in the arm. Now take a moment. Your right arm might feel longer. Acknowledge the effect. Maybe your breathing is different on right and left side. Let's take that on the other side. When you're ready, left arm goes up. Turn the palm and reach. Now stretch, keep pressing through those feet. Give a stretch. Exhale, bend to the other side. Again, right arm is relaxed. No tension in the other arm. Very good. Keep breathing. Let the other arm hang. Very good. 2 more breaths. And slowly come up. Reach. And release. Would the arms feel different? Take a moment. Breathing slows down. Very good. Now, from here, let's come into our forward fold. So again, we are going to have these blocks again here. Now, you can use the blocks or you can use the chair, depending on how you feel in the back. Forward bending, when we bend forwards, it's actually an inversion where your head goes down all the way. Now, this can be too much for those who are feeling a little dizzy. If you have severe blood pressure or severe back issues or hip issues where your bending forwards is causing pain, then you want to avoid doing these poses, okay? If you don't feel any of those, if you don't have any of those conditions or issues, feel free to bend forwards. Now, we start with the wide stance. The reason I'm keeping my chair is, I showed this before. You can stretch through the chair and just stay here. So that way you're not doing an intense forward bend, but you're feeling the stretch. Now, if you're used to this, feet wide, let's start by bending through the lower back. Nice tall spine, and then start to bend forwards, bending through the hips. And then I'm going to reach my hands to the block. Now, you can adjust the height of the block depending on how you feel. You can bring it closer if you want to deepen the stretch. Keep breathing. stretch that spine. Tailbone and the crown move in the opposite direction. It doesn't matter how far you go, whether you're using the chair or the block, just be mindful how it feels on the back. Very good. Stay here. Keep stretching that crown away from the tailbone. So feel that stretch. Very good. You want to know how to do that? You can just try doing a little like a cobra where you stretch your crown up. Just feeling a little stretch there. Very good. Nice. 2 more breaths. Now, when you feel ready, bring your hands to the hips, press through the feet, knees can be bent, and come up. Very good. Bend your knees, bring your feet closer. So always remember to do the things which feel good on your body. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it, okay? Now, from here, let's take, sorry. Let's take our back bend, bringing our feet as wide as the hips, maybe a little wider if you like. Sorry. Now, bring your hands to the hips, fingers pointing front, bending backwards. Very good. You can either hold or you can come back and repeat it. So just kind of giving the stretch. If you don't want to hold, it's stretch. Very good. And slowly come back. Those feel good sometimes. So especially when you bring your hands to the hips, fingers pointing front, what is happening is you're kind of opening that shoulder and the front of the chest. Your back starts to round. With the age, with Parkinson's, your back starts to collapse a little. So you want to do that counter movement all the time. So bring that back all the way, stretch that back all the time, upper back. Very good. So that was forward and back bend. Come back to the center. Now let's grab our chair. We're going to do one leg mountains, working on our balance. Okay. Now, from here, let's start with our feet as wide as the hips, just like our original mountain pose where we are putting our weight on both legs. Now remember, in that original mountain pose, we also were stretching our back tall, right? So when you keep that back tall, that also helps to balance sometimes. From here, keep staring at a point in front of your eyes. Now, before even we start our balance, let's do that drill where we practice stopping the fall, right? So what happens is when you're standing on one leg, if you lose your balance, you're going to fall off on one side. And the other leg stops that fall by keeping it down on the mat. This is a reflex reaction. Our body does it without even us telling anything to, without even being conscious about it. This is called as a reflex, to stop, okay? Now what happens is sometimes as our Parkinson's progresses or even with the age, our reflexes go a little slow. And then we kind of lose those reflexes or they slow down. So let's practice that here. So lift your left leg up, stomp that left foot. So we're just kind of creating a muscle memory here. So making it happen again and again. So the muscles kind of know if it's happening, if you're losing your balance, you're going to stop your fall here. Okay, stomp your left foot. Very good. We're going to do it 5 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can keep holding the chair if you'd like. 5. Nice. Come back to the center. Now, let's start standing on the right leg. Now we start staring at a point in front of your eyes. Okay, so that is to fix your gaze. If you fix your gaze, if your eyeballs are not moving, it becomes easier to balance. Okay, so fix your gaze. And then when you feel ready, just lift that left leg off the mat. I'm just standing taller on the right leg. Now, once you're here, keep holding the chair with one hand. Find steadiness. Take some time to get that steadiness. Good. If you feel steady enough, maybe let go the chair or tiptoe the fingers. Maybe just keeping 1 or 2 fingers. Very good. Keep staring at that point. Very good. Slowly release. You're okay, Mary?
Mm-hmm.
You're good? Yeah, be careful. That was average or maybe okay, right? Everybody's doing this. Okay, so wiggle the legs. We are going to do that same thing on the other side. We keep working on the balance, okay? It's hard sometimes with the balance. You might have strength, you might have other things going on, but sometimes the balance is something which bothers you more than anything else. And that's okay. Every day is different. Everybody has their things. So we're going to keep working on this. Let's do that same thing on the other side now. We're going to keep feet wide. And then I'm going to hold my chair on the left side. This time I stand on my left leg and stop the fall on by stomping that right leg. Okay, stop the fall. In a nice wide stance. So you have that time to stop it. Very good. Let's do that 5 more times. Very good. 4, 5. Okay, come back to the center. Now, feet wide as the hips. Keep staring at a point. Hold on to the chair to begin with. Find steadiness before you let go of the chair. So don't be in a rush. Slowly let go that right leg and start to stand taller on that left leg. Standing taller on that left leg. Very good. Very good. Fix your gaze. And then tiptoe the fingers only if it feels okay. Or maybe holding the chair the whole time. Very good. Slowly release. Very good. Maybe this side was easier for some of us, right? Maybe stomp your feet a couple times. Let's bring our feet a little wider and let's draw circles again, just like the beginning of the class. Loosen the hips. Very good. And opposite direction. And come back to the center. Very good. We do one more standing pose, one more standing asana, and then we are going to sit on the mat. Let's do our warrior, okay? So again, you can have the chair if you would like. If you don't want the chair, that's fine. Just come to the top of the mat. You can either keep your hand on the chair or the hips. From here, we are going to come into lunge position. Warrior is the lunge position. So I'm going to start by stepping back with my left foot. Right foot is in the front, step back with the left. Now, keep a little wide stance, not too wide, but make sure your heels are not in the same line. You're not on the tight rope, so that it becomes not stable. Keep it a little wide stance. Left foot is back, right foot is in the front. Left foot is at an angle, okay? Now, once you're here, turn your hips to the front. So I'm keeping my left foot back there, but I'm turning my hips to the front. Now, from here, I'm going to start to bend that right knee. Doesn't matter how far you go. You want to keep your right knee either above or behind the ankle, okay? So wherever you are, let's take that right knee bend, come back up. Right knee bend, come back up. Now press through that back foot too. Don't let that back foot go off the mat. That's how you get the benefits on both the legs, both muscles. Very good. Let's do that one more time. Now, when you're bending that right knee, let's stay there, keep breathing. When you're ready, arms go up, shoulders relax, arms go up, warrior 1. Very good, stay there. Nice, shoulders relax. Couple circles with the wrists. Okay, now come back to the center. Let's do exhale, cactus. Elbows bend, inhale, reach up. Exhale, elbows bend, push the elbows back, open the chest, inhale, stretch up. Once again, exhale, inhale. One more time, exhale, and one more. Very good. Now reach, stay in that warrior one. One more time. Very good. And slowly release. Very good. Release. Step forward. Nice. Come back to the center. Very good. Feel the difference, right and left side. Warrior poses are pretty strong. They give the strength of the body, strength of the mind, improves your heartbeat, metabolism. Now, let's do that on the other side. Be mindful how it feels on this side with your hips. We are going to step back with that right leg. Now again, keep a wide stance. I'm not keeping my heels in the same line, keeping them a little wider. Turn my hips facing front. Now if your shoulders are here, see if you can get taller here. Nice tall spine, shoulders above the hips, and then bend that left knee, come back up. Once again, bend that left knee, come back up. Let's do that 2 more times. Very good. Now, let's bend that left knee. Keep pressing through that back foot. Bending that left knee. And arms reach up. Very good. Now, if your back knee has the tendency to lock the knee, you can always bend that knee, okay? You can always have a gentle bend. That's okay. Very good. Reach. Loosen the wrist joints. Now stretch through the arms. Very good. Shoulders relax. Exhale, cactus. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, stretch. Exhale. One more time. Very good. Stay there. One more breath. And slowly release. Release the knee. Release the arms. Step forward. Stomp your feet. Couple times. Loosen the hips. Very good. Nice. Now, let's come down to the mat. I'm going to come down sitting on the mat. And let's stretch our legs out here. Now, from here, show it this way. Point and flex, loosen the ankles. Very good. Let's bend our right knee, taking a half butterfly. Okay, so bring your right knee is bent, right heel comes closer to the body, and then move your knee up and down. Very good. Moving the knee up and down. Very good. Now bring that knee down and get a tall spine. Stay there. And release. Now when you're ready, bend your left. Once you're here, take some time. And up and down. Very good. And down. Very good. Now let's lower that left knee, sit tall, feel the stretch, and release. Very good. Now, let's do this. Let's bend both the knees. And let's bring our heels as close as they feel good. Doesn't have to be too much. Once you're here, hold those feet closer, and let's do up and down movement of both the knees, up and down. Just like butterfly flapping. Very good. Now, let's drop those knees a little more to the mat and let's hinge forwards. Very good. Let's hinge forwards. Doesn't have to be too much. And slowly come up and release. Release the knee. Release the legs. Nice. Now, come back to the center. From here, we are sitting nice and tall. We are going to take a twist to the right side. Both sides we are twisting. We start with the right. I'm going to start by bending my right knee. Right foot is on the mat. Keep that knee nice and upright. Now, once you're here, keep your right palm behind. Tall spine, hug the right knee and twist your body to the right. Looking over the right shoulder. Good, stay there. Two more breaths. And then slowly release, untwist and come back to the center. Very good. Release the legs. Now, when you're ready, let's take it to the other side. You're going to feel the difference here. Left foot is on the mat. Now, again, take some time here. Once you're ready, you're going to hug that left knee. Keep that left palm behind as a kickstand and twist, looking over the left shoulder. Very good, stay there. Breathing. And slowly come back up. And release. Very good, release. That was final twisting. Now, let's come down on the mat. You're going to lie down on the back. So you can support with the elbow and lower slowly. If you want to engage the core, bring your legs closer and start to lower very slow. All the way to the mat. Lower back, middle back, and upper back. Very good. Now, when you're here, take a nice breath in through the nose, inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Once again, inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Very good. Now, gently bend the knees and bring your knees closer to each other and bring them closer to the chest. So you're bringing your knees closer to the body as if you're hugging yourself here. Once you're here, grab those knees closer to the body and rock side to side. Idea is to give the massage to the back. It evens out any tension in the back muscles. Bringing the knees closer, presses the thighs on the abdomen. That's a good one for your digestion. Very good. So rocking side to side. And maybe you notice the difference between the right and left side. Back feels different on both sides. Sometimes it's the same. Very good. Come back to the center. And slowly release the feet on the mat. Very good. Now, once you're here, keep your knees bent. Keep your feet as wide as the mat. Open your arms out at the shoulder level, palms facing up. So take some time to relax the shoulders. They are connected to the mat. Now, from here, side to side. Good, side to side. The windshield wipers, knees drop to the right and to the left. Very good. Nice. Now come back to the center. Let's take that twist. Let's lower the knees to the left and turn your head to the right. Very good. Keep breathing. Nice. Now slowly come back to the center. And we are going to do that on the other side. So turn your head back to neutral. Drop the knees to the right. Turn the neck to the left. breathing, feel the twist. And slowly come back up. Release. Release the arms. Walk your feet closer. Bring your knees into the chest again. And rock side to side, evening it out. Very good. Now, slowly come back to the center. Now bring your knees closer to each other and start to bring them closer to the body. Now hug your knees with your arms. We are going to do our wind-free pose. Exhale, nose comes closer to the knees, forming yourself into a small ball. Make sure you're breathing. Never hold the breath. And slowly lower the head, neck, and shoulders. Release the feet on the mat. That was wind-free pose. It's a great one for your abdominal muscles. It's a great pose for your digestion. Notice the changes in the breathing. Now, let's do our next asana, next pose, coming into our bridge pose. Let's walk our feet closer to the hips. Knees are bent, feet on the mat. Walk them closer to the hips. Keep them wide as the hips. Now, let's do our bridge pose breathing. We are going to go up and down with the breath. As we inhale, we are going to lift up the lower back off the mat and exhale, lower it back down. So inhale, lift your belly up, all the way up. Exhale, lower back down. Keep pressing through the feet. Inhale up. Exhale down. Let's do that 4 more times. Keeping your knees parallel when you come up. Also pressing through all the corners of the feet, heels, toes, and arches. Very good. Now, the next time you come into bridge, let's hold that bridge. Let's stay there, keep breathing. Keep pressing through the palms and the feet. Lift your belly up. Very good, 2 more breaths. Slowly start to lower the bridge, very slow. All the way to the back. Middle back, lower back, and tailbone. Bring your knees into the chest and rock side to side. Then come back to the center, release. Take a moment again, feel the difference, breathing, heartbeat. And also notice the back, it feels a little more relaxed, connected. Very good. Now from here, let's do a supine pigeon pose. We are going to stretch our right leg up here, bend the right knee, make a figure 4 with the right leg. Now once I do this, once you're done with that, start to bring that left knee closer. So lift that left foot off the mat, bring that left knee closer. If it feels okay, you can interlace the fingers and hold on under the left knee. If that is too much to reach, you don't have to hold. You can have a strap or a belt. If you don't have that, you can just keep that left knee off the mat and push it closer to the body. Very good, stay there. Very good, stay there. 1 more breath. And slowly lower. Release. the left foot, release the figure four. Feel the difference on the right and left side. It has a direct effect on the hip joints, improves the blood flow, improves the flexibility, but make sure it's not hurting your hip when you're doing that. So be mindful of that. Now, when you're ready, stretch that left leg up, bend the left knee, make a figure four. Once you're ready here, bring that right knee closer, interlacing the fingers, and bringing that right knee closer to the chest. Very good, stay there. Keep breathing. Now slowly release. Release the leg. Release both the legs, bring your knees into the chest, and again rock side to side just to even out the hips. And then slowly come back to the center. Now from here, let's take a happy baby pose. So you can hold your big toes or your ankle joints or even behind the knees. And then open the legs wide and rock side to side. Rocking side to side. Good. Then come back to the center. Slowly release and release the feet on the back. From here, we take our final resting pose, coming into Shavasana. So again, legs go wide, arms away from the body. Arms are facing up, shoulders relax. Now take some time to wiggle through the space. If you don't want to lie down on the back, you can always bend the knees, feet come closer, and let's stay here in this relaxing pose. So whichever feels good. Bending the knees or leaving the legs out, stretching them out and releasing. Close your eyes, take some time to relax here. Move any part of the body which is feeling tighter. Shoulders are still holding back. Maybe the lower back feels tighter, lift it off the mat and place it again. And take some time to wiggle through that space. Now once you find your relaxing pose, close your eyes and start to relax. Relax. Complete release and relaxation. And that gets hard sometimes. Sometimes we lie down on the mat at the end of the yoga practice or even on the mat, on the bed, just to relax, and our body is still tighter, as if you're holding off. We start to train our body here to relax, to let go, to release the tension. And one of the ways to do that is start to deepen the breath. They start by watching the breath first, inhales and exhales. And let's do 3 open mouth exhales here. Inhaling through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Just like a birthday candle, you're blowing a birthday candle. Inhale. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale. Let the whole body relax. Relax completely. Start to keep your awareness in your breathing. As the physical body starts to relax, the mind maybe starts to wander to other places. So bring your attention here to this breathing, to this practice, to this space. Inhales and exhales. Moving in a pattern, inhalations and exhalations. Now start to observe your belly button or the abdominal breathing. Gentle up and down movement of the abdomen as you breathe. Rise and fall. Inhale, the belly button rises up, fills up, and exhale, it sinks back in. Observe that abdominal breathing for 5 counts. Let the whole body relax. Now with inhalation, welcome positive affirmations to this practice. I'm strong, I'm peaceful, I'm healthy, I'm grateful. Repeating positive affirmations. And as you exhale, start to let go and throw away all the worries, tensions, doubts, and anxieties, something which is bothering the peace of mind. Just let go. Let go those negative emotions. Just being here, present moment. Relaxing the body. Relax. 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 To enhance this relaxation, we are going to introduce the sound of Om in our practice. When we chant out the sound of Om, it deepens the exhalation, which means it deepens the breath and calms the mind. The sound energy brings some sound vibrations which resonate through all the parts of your body. We will chant out Om together. We always chant the Om throughout the exhalation, and we stretch the sound as long as we exhale. Doesn't matter how far we go. Let's chant the sound of Om together. Inhaling for Om, inhale. Once again, inhale. Inhale. Feel the resonance of the sound and the silence that follows it. Slowly start to bring movements to your fingers and toes. Keep your eyes closed. When you feel ready, turn the head side to side just to loosen the neck. And then when you are okay, bring your knees into the chest, bend your knees, feet on the mat. And then draw those knees closer to the chest. Hug the knees with your arms. And again, rock side to side. Releasing the back. Maybe even circles with the knees if that feels good. Both the knees together and draw circles. And then come back to the center and slowly turn to the right side. Stay there for just a couple of breaths. Gently come up into a comfortable seat. Slowly push yourself up. You can sit with your legs stretched out or cross-leg position. Bring your palms to touch, rub the palms. If you have glasses, you can take your glasses off and then rub the palms. And then place your palms on the eyes, creating friction and then keeping the palms on the eyes. Slowly release. That was called calming. Open your eyes. Now, before we end the practice, today we are going to do a pranayama. Pranayama is a breathing technique in yoga. We have asanas, which are yoga postures, but then yoga is also about breathing techniques. So today we are going to do our B breath. We have done this before, I think once. B breath is where we plug our ears with our index fingers, and then we are going to make a humming sound of the beat. Now, how is this useful? This is the same syllable of Om. When we do Om chanting, the Om has 3 syllables, U, and Ma. Ma is like the humming part of the Om. Now, in this pranayama or in this breathing technique, we are using that sound energy again, and that is known to have effect on the head and neck region, everything above the shoulders. So when you plug your ears, the sound remains inside the head and neck, and it vibrates everything inside your head. So it feels that vibrations inside. It has a very calming and soothing effect on the nervous system, the mind, emotions. And it also works on the concentration and memory power. So I'm going to show you how we do it, and then we will do it together. So I'm going to plug my ears and breathe in through the nose. And then while exhaling, I'm going to make the humming sound and then stretch it as long as I can, just like what we did in Om. Okay, so inhaling here. That's all. And we just stretch it out as long as we can. It doesn't matter how far we go. Each of us breathes differently. We have a different capacity of our breath. Now, with regular practice, you will also notice that this improves your breath capacity. You breathe deeper. You're using more parts of the lungs. Now, let's do that for 5 counts. Everyone can count by themselves 5 times. So plug your ears. Inhale. Close your eyes. Take a moment to feel the effect of the deep breath. Bring your hands to the heart, palms to touch. Gratitude for this practice, gratitude for the community and friends, and gratitude for this amazing, powerful, wise body we have. We honor our body as we do this practice. Let this practice and benefits walk with you beyond the mat. Bringing your hands to the third eye, healing thoughts, hands to the lips, healing words, hands to the heart, healing intentions. It was an honor to guide you all in the practice. Light in me salutes the light present in you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Let's do palming again. You can take off your glasses and do this. Rub the palms, press them into each other, and then take a cup of your hands, place it on the eyes. Slowly release. Thank you, ladies, for joining today.